All right, one day late for you guys, but just picked this up last night. It's a 1971, made in May. It's a Cub Cadet 126. This is number 3 on the rare list, as they only made 5,247 of them. Did a little bit of trading on stuff and ended up with this on my end. So this is the newest addition to the fleet for now. Not too much to be said about these tractors. They're pretty simple. It's a 12 horse with a gear drive on the narrow frame style, later narrow frame with the fenders. This tractor was obviously repainted. It doesn't look too bad on camera, but in person it's a little on the rougher side. It was brush painted, so it's not the prettiest, but it is yellow and white, which I'll give them credit for. This one still needs a going through, but I figured I would just get it up here and show you guys what I got. It's gonna need a new battery, as I'm jump starting it every time now, but it does charge, so that keeps it going. We'll need a carburetor cleaning, as it only runs on full choke, but it doesn't run too bad on choke. So that's enough to get it functional. Cosmetic wise, it's gonna need a new seat, obviously, and maybe a little bit more fine detail work. I just pressure washed it quick, but I still missed some spots. Tires hold air, which is nice, and it's gonna need a new steering wheel. It's all kind of banged up. So plans for this one, I'm not really entirely sure what I want to do with it yet. I'm kind of on the fence of keeping or selling, but probably more leaning towards selling at some point. It's not quite my style, but not a bad machine for somebody. If I were to keep it, I would put a headlight panel in the front, because all my tractors have headlights, or the majority of them do anyways. It would need a 3-point rear hitch on the back, so I can actually use it for something. And for my liking, it would absolutely need a new seat, because there's nothing left but metal for this one. Well, there's really not too much else to be said about this. It's a pretty basic tractor, and I'm still getting to know it, but like always, let's start it up, take it for a drive. Now, usually the battery is good on these things when I make these, so I just go about turning the key and cranking them and starting them up. This time I gotta use the jumper cables off another battery, big car battery, and that usually does the trick. Up for neutral, see how she'll kick over. like I said, it still needs some work. The throttle on the carb is a little loose or something. It likes to kind of speed up on me for no reason. With some love, it'll be a decent tractor, I think. Has a plowman on it, so I might just throw a snowplow on it and push some brush around and whatnot. I normally have these out on Friday, but the weather this week has either been high 90s and very humid, or downpouring thunderstorms, all that. So a couple of the nice tractors that I had planned weren't going to come out in that, especially the rain. And I almost skipped this week until this thing came up. I'm like, you know what, let's get that up here. So here's the 126. So that is all I got for this one. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. So if you haven't yet subscribed and you're still thinking about it, I would recommend subscribing. I got a lot more cool tractors coming up on the channel to be seen. I just got a few more this last week that will somehow make their way up on the channel at some point. So stay tuned for those. You can click the little notification bell when you do subscribe. And we will see you in the next one.